welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time I'm gonna be doing the tutorial. I'll be posting a picture of what I'm actually doing, but I'm gonna be recreating that look on like 2 nails, just because I had a lot of people asking for that video and I actually did not record. So I just want to show you how I did that. And it's just the all acrylic, no polish, and it's nude with the tip of the nail, you know, like outline in different colors. So I'm going to be showing you how I did that. I'm using this trainer hand. To be honest, I could not remember who sent this one to me. So if you're watching and you sent me this hand, be sure to let me know so I can tag you down below. I'll try to remember, but I honestly cannot think about it from the top of my head. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I applied 2 nail tips on here, and this is basically going to be like our natural nail, because this nail trainer is like or this hand is like the silicone kind, so I didn't want to apply the acrylic right on the silicone. So I applied a nail on there, and then I'm just going to act like this right here is the natural nail. So I'm going to go in and just shape it up a little bit. So I'm going to go in and just shape it up. And then after that, we're gonna go in with the 180 sanding band to remove the shine from the natural nail. Again, just as a reminder, I'm acting like that's the natural nail, so we are gonna go in and apply a nail tip. So I'm using my 180 sanding bands, and I'm using my Scarlett Melody Susie nail drill. So I put the sanding band on there. So now I'm gonna use my drill at 5,000 RPMs. And I'm just gonna go in there, and of course, we're gonna start from the right side. We're gonna wait around to the left side, and we're just removing the shine from the natural nail. And as you've seen, I used the very tip of my drill bit to go around the cuticle, and then with like the belly of the drill bit, which is the middle, we just use that to remove the shine from the rest of the nail. And then you can also use the tip of your drill bit to kind of file the nail down a little bit if you need to, which is what I usually do. So again, go from the right side, which is from this side of the nail, go all the way around the cuticle area with the tip, and just make sure that you don't put too much pressure on the nail, because you will cause friction and it's going to cause your client's nail to burn. And then after that, we use the middle of it, and we just go in and just remove the shine from the rest of the nail. Okay, and then as you can see here, like, you know, it still looks, I mean, it looks pretty good, but if you look here, that's still shiny right there. So you have to make sure that you look at the nail from different angles. Make sure that you turn your, you know, client's nail over to the sides like this. That way you'll be able to see where you need to file a little bit more. So I think that looks pretty good right there. I don't know if you guys can tell from the side. So after that, we just are going to dust the nails off. We're gonna dust that off, and then after that, we're gonna go in and just apply the nail tips. Alrighty, so for this, I'm gonna be using the McCart nail tips, only because, you know, with these, they're already into that coffin shape, so I don't have to go in and shape them up. So of course, make sure that when you apply the nail tip, it fits from sidewall to sidewall. And then I just glue, you know, them on the very edge, since these are actually, you know, like full press on nails. So I applied the glue right on the tip, or like the back, and then place it right on the nail. Hold it down, and that's it. As you can see, the glue sticks on or dries really fast, so I don't have to hold it down for that long. Same thing for the other one. Make sure that you measure it, apply the glue, and place it right on that nail, just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put the nail tips up, and then after that, you would shape the nails up. But since these are already shaped, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave them this length, and I'm just gonna go in and just shape up the free edge, because it kind of comes a little bit rounded. So I'm just gonna go ahead and straighten it out. Remember to hold your file at a 90-degree angle. You don't want to hold it like this, like that, literally at a 90-degree angle. You want your file to be really straight. And also make sure that when you're doing this, you're looking at the nail, because you will see the shape change. So you have to be very cautious of what you're doing. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave them like this, and of course we can go back in and reshape them afterwards if we need to. I'm also gonna go in and just blend the nail tip right in the middle. That way, whenever we apply the acrylic, you know, it looks a lot more natural. And really, even though we're doing colored acrylic, I feel like now it's just a habit, and I always blend the nail tip right in the middle. And then after that, we just dust the nails off. And then we can go in with the primer. And I'm gonna be using the Young Nail Protein Bond. And we apply this on the natural nail. So again, we're just gonna say that this is a natural nail. Okay, just like that. And I have my little monomer warmer since it is getting a bit cold here. You know, like the monomer is cold as well. And then it kind of acts up and it takes longer for it to dry. So that's why I use my monomer warmer. And then for my acrylic, I'm going to be using the, let's see, I'm going to use my Cover Beige, which is the same one that I used yesterday when I created this look. It just looks like this, and you can find it on Nail Supply Glamour, as well as, you know, Mia's Secrets website, which I'll be sure to leave the link down below to both of them. I usually buy my products from both of those websites, depending on who has it in stock. So, you know, whichever one you like, but they both do have a promo code. Alrighty, and here are the colors that I used yesterday. I'm gonna use the same ones. Let's see. I had purple, red, the neon yellow, I had orange, and I think I had, was it blue? Did I have a blue one? Yeah, I think I had blue. Yeah, it was this one. So we're gonna go ahead and open them up. All of these are by Mia's Secret. So the first one that's in the color Color Punch, which is the blue. The purple one is Very Chic. The third one is Citrus, which is the neon yellow. We have Orange, which is the orange, and then we have Red Apple, which is the red one. So we're gonna go ahead and open these up. And then I'm also gonna be using the Mia's Secret Pink Acrylic, which is what I use to encapsulate the nails. Alrighty, and for my paper towels, I use the Viva paper towels. You guys already know that. And then for my brush, I'm gonna be using, let's see. I'm gonna be using my number 10 oval brush. As you guys know, I love these brushes. As you can see, after each use, I make sure that I clean it off and that it's nice and flat. So next time when it's time to use it, it's nice and clean. It's not hard or anything. It's just really clean and flat. So after I clean it off, I kind of, you know, flatten it out with my fingers, and I just leave it there and it dries. And then this is what it looks like after it, you know, stayed there overnight, you know, since the last time I used it. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get started applying the acrylic. So you can either go in and do a bead of clear. That way, if your client wants something different, then, you know, she can get the colored acrylic fouled off the next time. So I'm not gonna do that today. We're just gonna act like, you know, she's gonna leave this design on permanently until she's ready to get a new set, because I don't want the nail to be too thick, because with these tips, as you can see, it like naturally has like a nice apex area. I don't know if you guys can tell. So I don't want the nails to be super thick. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and apply the Cover Beige. And I applied my first bead right in the middle where the natural nail and the tip meet. Pat it down very gently. And then brushing it down towards the tip. Make sure that when you brush down towards the tip, you don't brush too hard. Wipe your sides as you go. And make sure that you brush it out until it's nice and smooth. But again, make sure that you're really gentle when you're brushing, because I feel like if you brush too hard, that's what creates your bumps and lumps. And then of course, look at your nail from the sides, because that's what's gonna tell you, you know, where you need to add a little bit more acrylic. So next, we're gonna add the second bead closer to the cuticle area. Because remember that when we do colored acrylic, we're not building our apex with the colored acrylic. The colored acrylic is just for color, and then we go in there and build our thickness and our apex with the clear, or in my case, you guys know that I like to use the Mia's Secret Pink. Okay, just like this. So we just did a nice base to where we have that beige color. So now I'm gonna go in, and as you guys know, in that picture we had like the tip and the sides of the nail outlined. So I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I'm using again the same color that I showed you guys at the beginning. So now we're gonna go in, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and do the tip first, and make sure that you only grab a little bit of acrylic at a time. And really this first bead was too much, so I'm just gonna outline the tip, just like that. I'm gonna go in with the second color, just grab a little bit and just make a line, just like that. Next we're gonna go in and do, let's see, the blue one, and again we're just doing like a line. Okay, just like that. So then for the other side, same thing. I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do the purple one. So it's definitely like really nice and simple. You just have to make sure that you have a steady hand for this. And then what other color? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, which color am I missing? Oh, the red. Okay, so then the red one. Okay, and as you can see, I got a little bit over here on the side, so I'm gonna go in there with my brush and just wipe it off. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the purple on this side. Okay, so just like that, as you can see, we have a nice outline. And then after that, we're gonna go in with the Mia's Secret Pink, and we're gonna encapsulate this. As always, you can use the clear, but I just like to use the Mia's Secret Pink. And then this, you know, this is what we're using to build our thickness. So again, the color is just for color, and then your clear or your pink is to build your apex and your thickness at your tip. So we place the first bead right at the tip, and then now we're gonna go in and place the second one closer to the cuticle area, pat it down, and brushing it down. Okay, so just like that. So again, we have, you know, a nice outline. I kind of messed this side up with the red, but it doesn't look too bad. But again, so we did the cover beige at the bottom, and then we went in and applied the colors on the tip. And as you guys know, I usually do this with the polish, but the client that I did this design on, you know, she keeps her nails on for a while, and she says she's pretty rough with her nails, so the gel polish, you know, usually doesn't last as well on her nails. So that's why she always like to get colored acrylic. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other hand. So again, we do the base first, which is the cover beige. We do that first on the entire nail. Okay, and it's okay, so I applied 2 beads, but it still looks a bit translucent, like right here. So I'm just gonna go in and apply another bead in the middle. Just like that. And then now I'm gonna go in with the colors on the tip, and you don't have to, you know, do them in the same order. Let's see, I'm gonna change it up. So this time I'm gonna do the yellow right on the tip. Just like that. We're gonna do orange. We're gonna do the blue. And then on this side, we have the red left. Like that, and then the purple last. Okay, so just like that, and then next we're gonna go in and just encapsulate that with the Mia Secret Pink. So dip our brush back into the liquid, dip it into our powder, get a nice size bead, place it right in the middle, patting it down, and then brushing it down towards the tip. Alrighty, so we're done with that one. So again, it was really nice and simple. We just did this with all acrylic. So while those dry, let's see, I'm gonna flip it upside down. While that dries, I'm gonna go ahead and put the colors up. So again, these little colored acrylic containers are by Mia Secret. We use the color orange. We use citrus. We have, what is this? Color Punch. We have Very Chic, how do you say that? Whatever. We have that one, and then we have Red Apple, and then we use the Cover Nude Blush. I don't know why I was saying, like this whole time I've been saying Cover Beige. I don't know why. I thought I had a Cover Beige, but this is Cover Nude Blush. I'm sorry about that. And then we use the Mia Secret Pink. So we're gonna go ahead and put these all up. And then again, I use my monomer warmer. I still haven't been able to find a website that sells them. I mean, we found one yesterday, but it's the same one that I had listed before or posted before. and I think people said that it wasn't working. So I think I deleted the post. So if you've been able to purchase from that website, let us know, you know, so I can let people know if it's a good website, because that's the only one that we found that works, or that has the OPI monomer warmer. This one I actually got from my teacher, but I know it's really old. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go in and reshape this first nail that's already dry. So again, following at a 90-degree angle on both sides, as well as the free edge. Just like that. This one should be pretty dry. Nope, not dry yet. So while this one dries, we're gonna go ahead and file this one, even though it's already like really nice and smooth. Let me see. As you can see, it's really nice and smooth, not, you know, any bumps and lumps. I've only shaped this now. I haven't, you know, filed it or anything. That's how thick it is on the tip, and I still have to go in and just file some of that acrylic that got underneath the nail, but that's what they look like. Let's see. I'm gonna go in with the same nail drill, and I'm gonna use, this is the first one that I picked up, so I'm gonna use this fine ceramic drill bit. I have the regular carbide ones, but literally this is the first one that was in my drawer. So since it's not, you know, bumpy or anything, of course we have to go in and just file around the cuticle area like we would any other time. So we start on the right side, work our way around to the left side, and just keep going back and forth. And usually I would do this until I'm able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. So we're gonna go ahead and say that, okay, it's nice enough. And then after that, we go in with our drill bit, like the belly of the drill bit, and we file the rest of the nail to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. Make sure that you pick up your client's finger and look at it from the sides like this. That way you know where to file, you know, where to file a little bit more. Alrighty, so that's nice and smooth. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other hand, or sorry, other finger. So same thing, go around that cuticle area. And remember that when you're doing this, it helps if you hold your finger and then still use your pinky. That way, like if I do it like this, like my drill is gonna be all over the place. As you can see, I just followed on her skin. But when I put my pinky over to the side, it helps me get more stability, because it's like, you know, I can control my drill. Like it can do whatever I want it to do, whether it's going around the cuticle area, going up and down. If I just go like this, like, y'all, it's so hard. Like the drill kind of just controls itself, if that makes sense. So try it, you know, try just doing this, filing like this, and then filing with you holding your side of the finger with your pinky, and you'll be able to see, you know, a huge difference. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and file the rest of the nail, the tip. I always file underneath the tip as well in case any acrylic gets under there. And then you guys know that I didn't finish reshaping this one. So after I finish filing with the drill, I'm just gonna go in and just finish reshaping it. It was still a little bit wet the first time that I did it. Alrighty, just like that. And then now I'm gonna go in with the buffer, and we're just gonna buff them really good. And this is just gonna help get rid of any of the scratches left on the nail from the hand file or the e-file. Alrighty, just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just dust them off. And since all of that dust is stuck to this hand, I'm gonna go ahead and just rinse it off just really quickly, because the dust does get really, you know, like it gets stuck to the hand. So I'm gonna wipe my area down first. That way whenever I come back, you know, there's no dust. And then now we can go in with the top coat. So I'm gonna be using the Madam Glam gel top coat, and this is exactly what I did yesterday when I did that set. So if you want to recreate it, you know, you got all the steps and you are good to try it on yourself. Again, usually when I do this design, I do it, you know, like I do the cover beige underneath or cover color, and then I go in and just do the outline with the colors, which is much easier. But if you have clients that, you know, would rather just do colored acrylic, that's how I did it. So, you know, it was really nice and simple. It does take a little bit, you know, longer than just a regular full set, because you're having to go in and apply, what, 6 different colors, or really 7, because I did the colored acrylic, the blush pink or beige or whatever color it is, and I did the blue, the yellow, the orange, the purple, red, and then the music or pink over it. But anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and let this cure for 60 seconds. Alrighty y'all, so here is the final look. Again, this is the all acrylic no polish design that I created, that I did yesterday, but you guys wanted me to recreate it, and since I didn't record, you know, I decided to just go ahead and do it since a lot of people asked about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GetNailed32, and I will see you guys next time.